Hello. Hello, all. Welcome to Cream Talks. I'm your host, Snookajab, aka the Seat Swap Sniper King of Warzone. And just on my lunch break here, found a little spot by our little convention center. This is Saroyan Theater, it's called. If you ever heard of William Saroyan, he's an old famous author. He was from Fresno a long time ago. One of the more famous Armenians as well. And today's creamy topic is about the upcoming update, Season 1, Black Ops 7 integration into Warzone. How exciting. I just wanted to give just a couple thoughts. There's going to be already plenty of videos about all the nuts and bolts and details, but it's a huge update. And probably the biggest reason why is they're dropping 30 brand new weapons into the Warzone arena. All the Black Ops 7, actually more than 30. 30 is the base game amount of weapons plus the Battle Pass. This season's Battle Pass has like 4 new weapons as well. So it's a lot. There's a whole bunch of changes to perks and other gameplay changes, tacticals, lethals, equipment, all that stuff. But I just kind of wanted to, unfortunately, I'll be working Thursday. These updates always come out when I'm busy. It's peak season. I can't take a day off right now. I work for a major shipping company, so yeah, we're gonna work hard all the way till Christmas. Also, I did not buy Black Ops 7, so I have 0 guns ready, leveled up or whatever. It's a huge advantage for those of you guys that have guns ready to jump into the war zone and keep your Twitter open. Keep monitoring YouTube for people and watch your favorite streamers, see what they're using, because sometimes there's going to be some broken stuff. For sure, there's going to be some broken stuff. And if you have those guns ready to roll, you can get you can boost your KD up a little bit. You can get some W's, um, cheese some people maybe, depending on what's broken on day one, right? They usually those things pretty quick on a launch, so you may only have a few hours to play with. Let's say there's a broken shotgun, God forbid there's a broken shotgun that comes out. Um, you may only get to use it for a few games before they roll it back. So yeah, 30 new weapons. Um, and for me, mouse and keyboard players, most of us are really looking at, well, first of all, we're going to look at the snipers. What's the situation with the new snipers? Are they going to have the bullet velocity needed, say, for Verdansk? If the HDR is the same, even if we have to go down to 5 attachments, I'm pretty sure it's going to be, if they don't nerf it. They didn't say they're going to nerf it, but if they don't, then, we'll be using that for sure. But you never know, these new snipers, you don't know what the Warzone stats are going to be like. The biggest thing is going to be bullet velocity, and of course the one-shot down damage, and then shotguns. I love using shotguns. I don't know anything about the Black Ops shotguns, but if they're any good in Warzone, I'll be leveling those up real quick. Let's talk about movement. So I think the movement's going to be the biggest. If you haven't read any notes, that's going to be the biggest rude awakening. They basically saying there's no more tac sprint by default. If you want to have tactical sprint available to you, you're going to have to run the perk for sprinter now. Perk number 2, you're going to have to run sprinter to have tactical sprint. They say they upped the base movement speed to compensate. So I guess we're just going to run faster by default. But then if you have sprinter, you're actually going to have tac sprint available to you. I don't know what that's going to look like, but I got a feeling because perk 2 is just most people run tracker, or cold-blooded if you don't want to be tracked. Some of us run restock, but mostly it's those two, right? So now, a sprinter is good. You can almost just guarantee that's going to be the default number 2 perk for certainly all the sweaty movement guys, right? They're all going to be running that. They're all going to want to move faster. So because the other perks aren't just, it's hard to see that not being number 1 right off the rip. So be aware of that. Get in your loadout and check your perks. Make sure that's right. The other thing with the defaulted, you have default overkill now. So that's a big deal. There's no more 8 attachments at all. So you need to go into your loadouts before you load up any game. That's going to affect, I mean, I prefer that. 8 attachments just gets too much, but now, especially if you're going to try to use a legacy weapon, like let's say you're going to try to load in with a kilo and you had an 8 attachment kilo on the big map, it's not going to be the same. You're going to have to figure out what you want to do with that. But I got a feeling that when it comes to ARs and SMGs, probably the new guns are going to be, they're probably going to make them the best guns. They always do that. And if they don't have that on like that the first day, by the weekend, it's going to be like that. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. But for those of us using like 8 attachments, HDRs on the big map, you need to get in there, get your loadouts, figure out what you're going to do with that, so you're not shackled in your first game on. So yeah, I think the biggest thing is the movement. That's what's it going to be now. There's no wall jumping apparently. They said they're going to bring that in limited time modes and grappling hooks. So it sounds like they're trying to introduce the movement slowly. But the attack sprint is huge. So you drop in, get a feel for what the base movement is like right to start, and then whether or not that attack sprint, if it's a real attack sprint, then I think we're all going to be running it. I'm sure it does seem like that, right? And then for us big map players, there's 2 new POIs. Signal Station, that's I guess in the middle of the map. That's brand new. That hasn't been in Warzone before. It looks cool, whatever. And then the remastered Factory, which is they just reworked Factory. Whatever. It looks like they're not touching the vehicles, so yes. I got a feeling we're still gonna be cruising in the chopper, Warzone's greatest seat swapper. They haven't said they're touching the HDR, so probably be flying around with an HDR still. But I didn't buy Black Ops 7, so if any of the new guns are what we're going to be needing to use, I'm going to have to be mucking it up in Plunder. Yeah, doing that stuff, What up, Maze? Thanks for tapping in. Appreciate you, bro. Hey. So that's it. I'm excited to play. The new map, Haven's Hollow, looks good. Looks good. I don't know about the vehicles on that map. I don't know if there's choppers in there, if I can really do my thing in there, but I'm gonna play it. Looks nice and colorful. The layout, at least when you look at the map, like the map, looks like a lot of potential. Looks like it could be fun games. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. But I think the weapons, that's the biggest thing. What's going to be broken? What's going to be broken day 1? What's going to be broken on the weekend? How fast are they going to react? Probably pretty fast to begin with. Especially if there's like a broken shotgun. If there's like a one-shot shotgun, even in the game in its worst state, they would fix those within hours. So, for those of you looking to get a leg up the first few days, monitor Twitter, watch YouTube, watch your favorite live streamers, and get an idea for what's broken. I'll probably be on Thursday night with the live stream. After all the dust is settled, I'm gonna get on, try to do my thing, see what's good, and I think we'll play a couple games of the new map, and then we'll get on the big map and see what that's like. So that's about it. It's gonna be a quick one today. Just want to say thanks for all my recent subscribers. I picked up like about maybe 13 subscribers this past 6 or 7 days, so I was kind of in a little bit of a stalemate there, but Thank you. If any of you are watching this, thank you for subscribing. We're just gonna stay dropping creamy fire Warzone clips, shorts on the daily. We get those with no cheating. We don't play casuals. And we're gonna stay getting that chicken. I'm gonna keep I got all my clips queued up for a month, but as soon as I get a handful of more clips, we'll do another creamy editing session where we get on and we share our desktop, show you guys the whole process for editing clips, what I do to get those into 15 seconds or less of clips that are well worth your time. That kind of drags on, you know. I think the last one I did was like 2 hours, and I'm not the best at that, but I just thought it'd be something fun to do, live stream, you know, show you guys how the sausage gets made and all that stuff. Yeah, so that's that. We'll be on probably tonight for a live stream to try to get some more clips in this old version of the game before Thursday, and then we'll definitely be on Wednesday morning as well, early morning stream for the last day of the old patch, and then again Thursday night. So we're gonna stay getting that chicken. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is C.R.E.A.M Talks. I'm your host, Snookajab, host of C.R.E.A.M Talks, quick talks about creamy subjects. Also, the seat swap sniper king of Warzone. Y'all have a good day. I'm out.